everybody, I'm here today to show you how to use foil tape for ductwork. In this video, I'll be going over the basics of using foil tape to properly seal any form of ductwork. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. This is basically what foil tape looks like. As you can see, it has sort of a shiny side on one side, then it looks dull on the other side. Now I'm just going to cut a little piece right here just to show you what it's all about. You have the shiny side, and that's the side that's going to be facing out. That's the side that you do not want sticking to the ductwork. And then if you look at the other side right here, we have this dull side, but it's actually a piece of paper. And when you peel that piece of paper off, you have a very, very sticky side of the foil tape. It's actually really sticky. Like, I mean really sticky. So once you stick it in place, it's going to be hard to sort of take it off, all right? So just keep that in mind. As you can see, it crinkles really easily. Like, I can just go like this, and if you take a look, it's really, really crinkled up on the other side. So you gotta really know what you're doing and have a plan before you actually use it. What I'm gonna do now, let's just toss this to the side. The garage is already a mess. Might as well just add to it before we clean it up. What I'm gonna do now is I just have this old piece of ventilation right here. It's just an old piece of ductwork. But you can use foil tape to pretty much seal any type of ductwork for the most part. It's used to seal definitely the majority of the ductwork that you'll be working with and using. Alright, so without further ado, as you can see, we have these two pieces of ductwork right here. I've just cut them in a very rough way on purpose to show you that even though they're not lining up absolutely perfectly, the foil tape is going to create an airtight seal on the ductwork. Now what you want to do is put the pieces of ductwork together and just know what your plan is first off. So I know that I have the pieces of ductwork together. I'm going to line them up as much as I possibly can. Then I'm going to create a plan on how I'm going to go ahead and use the foil tape. Now, this is what you want to do, okay? Some people like to measure it out and then cut the foil tape before they actually put it on. I don't like to do that. I like to just go ahead and start applying the foil tape, and then I'll just cut it towards the end once I have a better idea of what I'm working with. So what I want to do is get the ductwork together. Then you want to peel off just a little bit of the dull side. So I'm peeling off just a little bit, and I'm exposing the sticky part. So I only have probably about, I would say, like 1.5 inches exposed, and you want to get it nice and lined up where you want to be sealing and taping the ductwork. You don't want to put it on an angle this way or that way. You want to try and get it as straight as possible, because that's going to give you a nice clean line, and it's going to allow you to seal the ductwork while not using as much foil tape. You don't want to waste a lot of this stuff. It's not cheap, and it's just better to just get one nice seal. So the ductwork is together just like that. And like I said, this is just a rough job. And it's kind of rolling around. So once you start with the foil tape, it's going to hold it together. So I'm holding the ductwork together just like this. Now I'm actually going to be taking the foil tape. Let's just get a nice solid grip before I start. All right, I have a solid grip. I'm going to take the foil tape. I'm going to apply it. And I want the seam of the ductwork to be in the middle, roughly, of the foil tape. So now, as you can see, the ductwork is being held together. Check that out. It's being held together by the foil tape. Now, because I can rotate the ductwork, that's what I'm going to do. But you might have to rotate the foil tape around the ductwork. If you're sealing an air duct and it's in place, you're going to have to do this around the ductwork. And I'll give you a few more tips as I go along. What I'm doing now is I'm peeling the foil tape backing as I'm taking the foil tape and sealing it around the ductwork. Now, because this is a rough cut, I might have to use a little bit more foil tape than I had originally intended to. But if your cuts are nice and just put together perfectly or properly, you're not going to have to do this. But it looks like I've got it together fairly well. So I'm going to continue removing the backing and just sealing it. And I'll show you what it looks like at the end. So yeah, it actually is, I'm probably only going to have to do one pass with the foil tape. And if you do it properly, if you've done a nice clean cut and you take your time with the foil tape, you know, you're gonna get away with only doing one pass and sealing it all. So what I'm doing now is I'm just working my way around, and now the adhesive part of the foil tape has overlapped at the beginning. So I know that I've gone completely around the ductwork. I'm overlapping where I started from. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just cut the foil tape So I've removed it, and I'm gonna just finish it off like this. Check this out. Just like that. Sealing it like that. What you wanna do next, especially when you're working with a corrugated piece like this, where you have all of these grooves, is you wanna just take your hand carefully, because ductwork, the cuts of ductwork can be sharp. So you really wanna be careful, but just try and seal down the edges of the foil tape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just sealing down the edges of the foil tape, just like this. Right along the edges, looking for any air gaps, sealing down the edges just like that, and then I'm just going to run my fingers nice and carefully once again over the rest of it. You can discard the backing. I'm just going to move everything away so I can just show you up close on the camera what it looks like once you've sealed it. So check that out, check that out. Look at how clean it looks, completely sealed, airtight seal. Even though the actual cuts were very rough, it created this solid airtight seal. It's sealed really nicely, like I'm pulling it apart. It's not going anywhere, and that's how you use foil tape. Now, if you're in a situation, I'm just gonna give you a quick tip. If you're in a situation where you can't seamlessly go around, what you might have to do is this. And you know what, I'm gonna use some more foil tape for this video, even though foil tape isn't the cheapest product. Like I said, I'm going to use a little bit more because I really want to get the point across and get this tutorial nice and complete. What you're going to do is you're going to take, let's say you can get on this much foil tape. You're going to go ahead and just cut it off like that. Okay? What you're going to do, let's say I didn't have access, it wasn't so easy. You're going to go ahead and peel the backing like I said. Sometimes this can take a while to get the backing off, depending on how rough the foil tape is. But you're gonna peel the backing as soon as I can get it off. We're almost there. You're gonna peel the backing and you're gonna place it down on the piece of ductwork. So let's say I had access like this. I would peel the backing. I would then, you know, just place this part down like that. And then you're gonna continue making your way around. So let's say you're working under a duct. You know, you're gonna go ahead and cut another piece. Maybe it's a little bit longer than this. And you're gonna go ahead and make your way around the ductwork with pieces. And that's another way to do it. Let's say like I did this and I'm going underneath the duct. So I would now take this piece of foil tape, or I'm going the other side, I would overlap it and continue on this side. Then maybe I would go underneath, maybe I'm going on top. You gotta work your way around the ductwork and get a nice airtight seal. Sometimes it's gonna be as easy as just rolling that tape around. Other times it's gonna take a little bit more work. You're gonna have to do a little bit of overlapping. You might have to do some air testing to see if there are any leaks and so forth. But that is basically how to use foil tape. And I've just gone over a simple tutorial for using foil tape for ductwork, and this type of tape for ductwork. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.